Hey guys, I had a question the other day from a member, so I figured I'd do a video because I'm sure other ones are wondering the same thing. But she was asking, she's like, hey, if I'm doing CrossFit and I'm doing resistance training, if it's somewhere outside and different things like that, like, will I get bigger? Like, will my legs like muscle? Will I get more muscle and then be bigger? Because she was wanting to be more of a smaller frame and not a more muscular hypertrophy, bigger muscle kind of frame. Um, and I can tell you, a lot of people have this notion that, hey, if I get into resistance training, I'm just going to become huge. I'm going to gain all these muscles and all this size. And I think a lot of us think that we're going to look like the CrossFit Games athletes. Um, and that is by far not the case. So, in order for us to gain muscle, kind of the few things that we're going to need is one, testosterone, which men have it, women really don't have much of it, not enough of it. And even with that, um, we need enough calories and enough protein, and we need enough of a trauma to the muscle, enough resistance training to break down that muscle, rebuild, break down, rebuild over time, and a long time, not a few weeks, not a few months. Okay, so um, you're not going to come in and do CrossFit and eat just an average diet that most of our ladies are looking for weight loss. So most of us are eating in a calorie deficit, anyways. And you're not going to come in with our type of training and not having testosterone or the levels that you need, and the calories in a deficit, and see our muscles get bigger. Okay, we can get stronger. We can get stronger, but there's a difference between strength and the size of the muscles. Hypertrophy, where those muscles actually grow, is a different type of training, different kind of eating regimen, and different things like that. But strength can happen. You will get stronger. You will see the weights go up that you're lifting on the barbell and dumbbells and things. But that doesn't mean that the surface area of your muscle will actually grow. Okay, and to tell you the truth, most of the guys want that, and we have this testosterone, and it's so incredibly hard. So for females to come in and after a few weeks, few months, even a few years, and feel like, hey, I'm getting so massive because of the resistance training, it's not. Chances are the calories are up, and we're seeing maybe a little bit of body fat gain. The other thing is like, hey, but my pants feel a little bit tighter, but my body fat percentage is lower. Okay, whenever we do a hard workout, if we do a workout that's a lot of legs one day, you can get some inflammation inside those legs with the blood pumping into there, and it will swell the legs for just a little bit. Now that's going to come down after a day or so, but you could get some of that blood and water pumped into the area that it feels like, hey, my jeans are fitting tighter, but that's not going to be long term. If that's long term that we feel like that, we need to look at other things in our nutrition and things like that that could be playing a role into that. Um, but yeah, so the type of training that we're probably going to look at to see a bunch of growth is one that's going to come over years. The CrossFit Games athletes didn't get that way overnight, not in a year, not in 2 years. That is years of training. They work out 3 times a day, not once. Most of us aren't even working out 7 days or 7 times in a week. We're working out 3, 4 times in a week, and that's not enough with CrossFit type training to gain size. Improve fitness, yes. Overall fitness, yes, that could help. But to gain size and muscle, to get our legs bigger and more muscular, we're going to need more leg specific. We're going to need more hypertrophy, slower, more time under tension, and things that we're not doing in CrossFit. If that's a goal of yours, then we look at supplementing some things outside of there to help with that. But for us in general classes, it is by far the best training regimen to see weight loss, fitness improve, strength improve, not necessarily muscle growth. If a bodybuilder wanted to come in to get bigger for bodybuilding, I would personally not have them do CrossFit. I would go of a more old school weightlifting routine, bodybuilding, time under tension, and things like that. Not CrossFit for that. If somebody comes in and say, hey, I want to get stronger, but I also want to run faster, I want to run longer, I want to be able to do everything with my kids, yada, yada, that's CrossFit. So hopefully that helps you guys kind of put that kind of myth to bed or whatever. But frankly, ladies, it's hard. It's so hard for you guys to gain any size in your muscle at all. So don't be afraid of CrossFit doing that. It's not. If you are one that you feel like, hey, it is, I'm getting a little bit bigger, let me know. Shoot me a message and let's talk. Let's dive into this and see what we can do to help with that and see exactly what's going on. Hopefully that helps you guys.